Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Welcome. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. I got a great topic for you tonight. I actually had a whole other live planned for tonight. It was a great story, and I'm like, you know what? This kind of got nudged to me, if you would, T-Money. That you know what? I gotta talk about this a little bit more about the business. So, if you got any friends, anybody who has ever told you they don't like sales, sales is not for them, network marketing sucks because of sales, all this stuff, this would be a wonderful live to tag them to because I'm about to break this down for you. Hey, Steven, how are you? Welcome. Wow, that's great that you are here. Welcome. Great to see you. So, just to give you a little background and to kind of establish my qualifications for the topic, if you would. I have had, and most of you know, most of the audience knows this already. If you're new to my lives, welcome. Boy, are you in for a treat. So I have had 38 jobs to date in 10 different industries. Now, when I looked back right before I was about to go live, the 38 jobs that I have had all have been in sales. Now, I started my journey, some of you don't know this, I started my journey in retails. I was 17 years old and I started in that was my first basically sales job. Before then, I worked at Burger King, Sizzler. I don't know if you guys have Sizzler where you are, but in California, there's like one left, It's like a restaurant, right? So, which was still sales when you're a waiter and you're in restaurants, it's still sales. So it's all been sales. I started in retail at 17, and by 18, I was managing 4 retail stores and got into the different types of sales, and here we are, right? So I've had 38 different sales jobs. So I can clearly, strongly speak sales to you. Would you say yes or no? Hit some likes. Hit some likes if you can relate with this. Oh my goodness, Jenny remembers Sizzler. Oh my goodness, they used to have this steak and Malibu chicken. Oh my God, I dig that dish. Anyway, I sidetracked. So I digress. So I can clearly talk about sales, right? You guys agree? Drop some emojis, hey, yay, that kind of thing. So now when you get into network marketing and direct sales, it's a whole different ball game. Now I know you're not gonna believe it at first, but just stay tuned, okay? Just come along with me. So I've been in the sales world since, like I said, since I was 17. My first job was I was 15 years old, right? So maybe 37 of my 38 jobs were in sales. So when I got into network marketing, I had to literally kind of I struggled a lot. So at one point, I had to decide that I should unlearn what I've learned just to relearn everything new for here, right? Now, when it comes to sales in the both environments, and don't fool yourself. They're both sales. Okay, you're gonna sell something somewhere somehow, right? I've done a live on this before, just a few days ago. But there's three things, three differences between the network marketing world sales and like you selling a refrigerator at Sears sales, or you selling a mortgage, or you're selling car insurance or what have you, right? um, three three major categories. Okay, one is going to be what? The company, right? The company that you work for or you sell for. The company, the crowd, the environment, that kind of a thing. Two is really what? The product, right? Whatever it is you're going to sell, right? And three is the pay, right? I mean, let's be truthful. We don't sell for free. We like to get paid, right? So you got the company, you got the product, you got the sell. So let's the pay. So let's compare, right? The company, the crowd. So the company, as a job that you apply for, you basically take a look to see how much they're paying first, right? And what kind of a company it is as a job. You look at the company, you're like, oh, this is in my field. Oh, kind of a cool company. How much do they pay? This is how much they pay. All right, let me go ahead and apply for the job. Now you apply for the job, they come back, they qualify you. Things have changed a little bit now. You got more stuff to say now. But you qualify, go back and forth, and they say, come on down, you're hired, okay? So now you basically don't know much about the company, right? I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. You applied for it because you really just wanted a job, right? Now, the second thing is what? The products, right? Let's be truthful. 9 out of 10 times, like I said, I am qualified to speak this. 9 out of 10 times, when you get in a sales job, you don't even like the product you're selling. You get home and you talk crap about the company, about the crew, about the products to your significant other, to your spouse, to your dog, to your cat, to your fish. Why do I? Like you, 9 out of 10 times, you don't believe in the product even. Some people who work for Mercedes, you talk to them, they're like, if I had a choice, I'd buy another car. I wouldn't drive a Benz. Or vice versa, right? So most of the time, like people that sold refrigerators at Sears, they hated their jobs. They hated the refrigerators. You know what I mean? Like my cousin worked at Sears and sold fridges, right? He hated it. He freaking hated it, right? So most of the time, you don't even like the product that you're selling. Most of the time, you're not even going to use the product that you're selling as a job. So if you had a job, you're selling a product, most of the time, you're not even using it yourself. Have you ever thought about that? Like, seriously. 9 out of 10 times, the stuff you're selling, you're not even using yourself. Okay? And then there's the pay, right? So there's the pay. So the pay usually works as this. So once you start cracking some numbers, right? You're like a producer, what they call at a sales job. When you're a producer, you're basically making some noise, and we've done a live on this before. You're making some noise. You're making some sales. You're doing good stuff, right? So what they do is usually, and if you've been in the sales environment, you let me know if I'm wrong. Again, I'm qualified to talk this. Most of the time, if you're just if you're doing great, what they're gonna come back next month, they're gonna adjust the pay plan so that you get paid less with that amount. Now you gotta push more. Happens all the time. They adjust down the pay plan because now you're hitting it. You're hitting that top rank. You're like, dude, no. We thought nobody's going to hit this. We're not going to pay that much, so we're going to put it right here. You know what I mean? We call it something else. We call it the bonus, super bonus, whatever the heck they call it, right? Listen to me. 38 jobs, 10 industries, all the same, across the board, still to this day. Here's another thing. You got quotas. You can't just sit there and play on your phone and scroll up and down. You see, you got to produce. You got to bring in some deals. You can't just be sitting there. You got quotas. You got to hit them. You don't hit them, you hit the curb. You're out of here, bucko. See ya. Don't want to be ya. I have worked in a companies, literally, where I've seen people get hired and fired the same day. It's called the no mercy land. We're not here to dilly-dally. I had a mortgage shop, okay? When I hired these kids, and they were kids, there were some there and there were some not there, but when I had the meeting, I may have talked about this before, but when I arranged everybody, somebody came in like at 11 and, you know, this and that. In the beginning, it was like that. So I remember I pulled this guy aside. I said, is there like a reason why you're coming in at 11? And he's all like, well, I mean, it's been like that before. I go, oh, okay. Well, yeah. This is not like a gas station. We don't have like shifts. You're either here at 6 a.m. or you're not here at all. Some of you actually worked with me in that office. And it was like that. I didn't mess around. You're not there at 6 o'clock. Why the heck are you coming in? Don't come in. I had a guy come in Saturday. I had a meeting on a Saturday, and it was at 9 o'clock. I've never told this story. He came in at 9:05, a little buzzed. I told him to bag up, get his stuff off the cubicle, and get the heck out of the office and never come back again. That's how it is in the corporate world. It sounds like, oh, you were drunk? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's great. Why don't you just come on in? Really? Does your job do that? Can you just like go in drunk like this? There's quotas. And look at this. The sell you make is like usually when you hang up, you're high-fiving the next person. You're like, I got another one, man. Boom. Boom. I got another one. You know? The commission on this one is going to be sick. Because I charged them as much as I could. Or I did this to them. And that environment is what? Is encouraged. I used to say, I train wolves to get on the phone and just, right? So that environment encourages that stuff, encourages quotas, encourages, hey, you got to get that sale. It doesn't matter. Get the sale. Don't let them go. Get the sale. Get the commish. Let's go. Product, doesn't matter if you like it or not. Doesn't matter even if you use it or not. 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to even use it. Look, 80, 90% of the people who are doing mortgages, they rent. Think about that. 90%, I guarantee you, of the people who are doing loans and mortgages, they rent. They don't even use their own mortgage. And it's the truth. That's the regular sales world for you. Right? So, the company is probably, you just picked it because you had to get a job. It was convenient. It's a good company, blah, blah, blah. Product, you're probably not going to use it. You probably don't even like it. You probably complain about it when you get home. The pay is like, well, you either produce or you adios. And it's as soon as you start kind of cracking some big numbers, then it's like, oh, wait, you know what, we forgot. There's like this thing, right? Your pay is immediately adjusted down, okay? So that's like the sales world. And that's kind of what I've done all my life, right? And now let's kind of step on this one. Hey, Patty, how are you? Welcome. That's Patty, it's good to see you. So let's step into the network marketing side, okay? So yeah, it's a sales thing. You gotta freaking sell something. What are you gonna do? Just sit there and kumbaya, my lord? No, you're gonna have to sell something. Listen, all these people always say you gotta share nothing. You gotta sell something. Somebody's gotta buy something from you in order for people to get paid. You don't get paid on sharing stuff. You share to begin with, but people got to purchase things in order for things in the world to happen, right? All this sharing that happens on Facebook and social media, who do you think gets paid? The advertisers. That's why they're here, right? So somebody has got to purchase something. You don't fool yourself, okay? Don't tell people you just share, you don't sell stuff. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to buy something. Hey, rhino skin, get thick skin, learn it, okay? Now let's step into the company. Here's the thing. You're not forced into a company. Listen, you pick the company. Not like a job, like where you have to like, oh, you know what, it's like you picked it. You do Google, you do all kinds of stuff, voodoo, moodoo, judo. You call your peeps, you call upstairs, downstairs, everybody, and then you say, is this a scam? And they all tell you it is, and you've done your research, right? That's how you pick a company. You just do you, right? You research the company. You look at how long they've been in business. What are they doing? Are they making a difference? Are they like yesterday's kind of thing? Or are they like moving with stuff? I mean, you think about that stuff, right? Two, the products. Here's a big one for you. Remember over there that 90% of the people like didn't even use their own products, even hated their own products? Guess what? I'd say about 99% of the people here in the network marketing side, they actually use their products. What a concept. You actually use soap or shampoo or conditioner or vitamins or travel or insurance. You do. You actually use those. You could be selling stuff that you use. Huh. What a concept. Versus, let me sell stuff I don't like and I don't use. Yeah, that makes sense. Really? You're using these products. You realize that, right? You're using these products. You are not from this company. You're like buying it from other stores. You're buying these things. Think about that. You'd rather go sell something you don't like for somebody you don't like and something you won't even use. Okay. All right. So the products you actually use. Now the third thing, the pay. Here's the pay. You sell something, you get paid. And nobody's going to be over your cubicle and say, hey, how many phone calls did you make today? Did you talk to 80 people like we talked about? Did you call 80 people, talk to them? No? Why not? How many sales do you have for the week? Oh, you don't have any? What the heck were you doing all this week? What do you mean you don't have any sales? Well, you know what? You carry that for one more week, you're out of here. There's like quotas on that side. Here, they don't even care. Unless you do stuff. You buy the products, you use them, great. You put them on the shelf, great. You tell people, great. You don't, great. But here's the thing. You gotta take what comes with it. You tell people, they buy, you get paid. You don't tell people, you don't get paid. So don't, you know what I mean? Just like over there, if you don't tell people, you don't have a job. Here, you don't tell people, you just don't get paid. Nobody's gonna kick you out. So you know what? You know what? You didn't build a business, so you cannot use our products. You're out of here, buddy boy. That's how it is in the job corporate world. They're not gonna say, "Oh, you're using our mortgage loan. That's wonderful." But you don't sell any mortgages. Like you don't talk to anybody. You don't bring any deals. No problem. I tell you what, you can stay here forever. You give me a company like that, I'll go back to work tomorrow. Like what the, like that doesn't make any, that makes zero sense. Right? And yet we buy into that all the time. Here, you're looking for a sales job. Any company, doesn't matter, as long as it pays good money. What are they selling? Oh, no problem. Never gonna use it. And what's the pay like? Oh, it's like this. Okay. Here, you get to pick the company, research it. You get to sell products that you actually use. You don't have to lie on the phone and say, "Oh, this product is amazing. I don't ever use it." Like that sounds more attractive to you than using a product and telling somebody that I use this product? Really think about that. And you have nobody on top of you watching you like a hawk telling you, "Hey, yalla habibi, let's go. Let's get to work. Enough with the phone stuff. Make some calls." You don't make some calls, you're out of here. But here we complain about not doing the work and not getting paid, but we say, "Oh, you know what? Network marketing is a pyramid. Because I didn't work and I didn't get paid, but I joined." Like, does that make sense? Or I don't really, I can't buy into that. Okay? Like, what is it that you cannot buy into? The fact that you're using this product, that the fact the company actually is in existence, the fact that people are actually working, this is not like, they're not ghosts, and this company is not like in the air. Like, what is, you know? But we look for sales jobs, companies we don't like, products we're never going to use. We're never going to talk about them outside the job thing. We're probably going to knock them down. And the pay sucks, because the more we work, the more we do, the less we're going to get paid. Versus a company you research, established, products that you personally use, that have more clinical research done on them than any other stuff. Pay that the more you produce, the more they pay you. They encourage you to do the same thing with other people, develop others. Not like the other place. Somebody does more than you, you're watching them like a hawk. You're taking their cells. You're doing everything to just like, "Hey, chill. Not here." Right? So sales, two different environments, and I think it's so important to pay attention to the distinctions between the two. Again, don't fool yourself. They're both sales. Sales is everywhere. It's plastered everywhere. You can't miss it. You're in it as much as involved in it, okay? And it is what it is. Now, two different environments, right? So, I don't know. Maybe you should check to see which one checks your checklist more, and say, oh, I'd love to work for a company I don't like, selling products I don't even use, and I'm gonna nag about, and the pay structure that every time I do more, I get paid less. I love that model. That's like the model I like. That's the one I like to go for. That makes sense to me. Versus completely performance-based, because, hey, let's face it, I know I'm not going to perform, so why wouldn't they pay me? I like to just sit there and get paid. I don't like the fact that I have to perform to get paid. It's the truth, right? Come on. It's like, well, what do you mean I have to sell in order to get paid? Well, that makes no sense. That's a pyramid. I should do a skit on that one. Oh, watch for the skit tonight, you guys. The skit tonight is sick. You thought last night was good? Are you open to taking a look? Wait for tonight. But hey, if you're gonna get in sales, which you already are in some shape or form, if you're gonna get into sales, look at both environments. Look at environments where it makes more sense. An environment where people are cheering you on and helping you and doing things to... Now, let me just be very transparent here. That doesn't mean the network marketing world is very perfect. There's some crooked people here. Don't get me wrong. There's some crooked people in this environment as well. Okay? So don't feel like, yeah, there's some crooked people here. But for most part, people are cheering you on. People are helping. People are clapping for you. Brad, right? Now, the thing is this. If you're going to choose your environment, at least study the environments and then decide, hey, you know what, this makes more sense. Company I pick, products I'm going to use, and it won't turn me like green, and pay is decent. If I do anything, I are paid, and if I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? The more I do, the more I get. It's like, it's a no-brainer. For some. For some, doesn't make sense. And I totally get it. So, the company, the products, the pay. Make sure you check both environments and then make a decision. Hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments below. Let this feed grow. Some of you guys, I know I'm going to get some. It's all good. Bring it. Hopefully you guys get some love. And if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Hey, I know you know people that are struggling in the sales world or between sales jobs or things. And this may be, this may help them out, kind of check both environments, And so, yeah, if you know people like that, tag them, share it on your wall. Do what you got to do. Spread the love. I know T-Money can hear my neighbor's kids, right? I know T-Money hears like everything. With that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Signing off till tomorrow, where we do it all over again. Much love.